Hello, ma'am.
Hi, Miss Pa, right? Am I
Yes, ma'am.
okay?
So, hello everyone. Here I'm Ms. Abida, member of Let's Talk, and it's going to be our first show in Let's Talk, and it's such a great blessing for us that we have started this show with such a inspiring personality, RJ Tripti Ma'am. She is an RJ, ex-RJ at Radiomirchi, an actor, host, and inspiring podcaster. So, welcome, ma'am, to our family.
Thank you so much. That was a very, very lovely introduction. Thank you so much. I'm honored.
And ma'am, firstly, thank you so much for giving your precious time from your busy schedule. Thank you so much.
Pleasure is
Uh,
all mine. I actually love to connect with people, and because of this whole pandemic situation and work from home situation, there are like very few chances when you can connect to people. So I grab every opportunity I get. So yeah, thank you so much.
Wonderful, ma'am, wonderful. So, ma'am, like at such a young age, you're exploring so many new fields and you're such a designated personality. So,
Thank
ma'am,
you.
how has been your journey? Like, please share with us your journey. We are extremely excited.
Okay.
Good.
So first of all, no, first of all, हो चुका है. Second of all, I'm not young. मेरी त्वचा से मेरी उम्र का राज नहीं पता चलता है. That's a different story. But so yeah, I've had my share of experiences, and yes, I would like to correct because it's only happened like very recently that I've joined as a radio jockey. Uh, at some other place, of course, not Radio Mirchi, somewhere else, and the news will be out soon. But for any official, notification or information, you guys will have to wait. But yeah, it's been a very wholesome, very fulfilling journey for me, and um, I mean, I'm so sorry. What was the question? I do that. I do that a lot. I'm so sorry. What's the question?
No, it's okay. Please share your journey with
Yeah. Okay.
us.
Yes. So I
Yes,
was on the
ma'am.
right track. So yeah. Okay. So I've always been a very not ambitious, but apna naam banana hai sort of a person. So I started very early on. Like I was doing my graduation second year only. Second year, I started my summer training, and right after that, I started freelancing. And I was with ETV, UP Uttarakhand. I worked with them for like 1.5 year before doing my post graduation and moving to Delhi. So I was there as a show host, and I used to host shows. I would say that's where the journey began. And then I moved to Delhi. I was working with a news agency. I wanted a very peaceful life because camera, makeup, action, lights, um, all those things were fun. But I was like, it's all, you're always running, you're always doing. किसी भी समय call आ जाता है. You don't have a social life. You don't. Back then, like in 2000, I don't know, 2012, I guess. So in 2012, I was like, I don't want to do this whole TV and stuff. I want a very peaceful life. I would like to join a news agency sort of thing where you know that you'll have to be there for like 10 to 5 or 10 to 6 and you'll be fine. And evenings are yours, mornings are yours. And I was like, okay, that would be cool. So I started working at this news agency called ENC, and I was there at the entertainment desk. Soon after I joined, they decided to open up their own news channel, and I was selected as the news anchor. And in history of APN news channel, I was their first live anchor. I worked there for like two years, and then I decided to move back to Lucknow. And when I came back to Lucknow, I asked my a producer who used to be my producer at ETV. I said I would like to join ETV back. She was like, okay, yeah, fine, sure. And I came back to Lucknow. I started working at ETV again as a news, sorry, as an anchor, as a host, and editor come assistant director. So that was fun. And then Mirchi happened. Mirchi was a place where I like stuck for the longest period. I was there for 5 years. Otherwise, I've been jumping from places to places. So because Mirchi was, I mean, people don't lie, people don't exaggerate when they say that Mirchi ka work culture is super awesome. It's super fun, and it's actually, I mean, of course, I've had my share of struggles as well, but I don't undermine my experience by saying कि my experience, my hard work by saying कि नहीं बहुत struggle था, अरे बाप रे ये हो गया वो हो गया मेरे साथ, तो मैं तो रोई हूँ, ये वो सब कुछ हुआ है मेरे साथ, मैं रोई भी हूँ, मैं परेशान भी हुई हूँ. I used to be sleep deprived and everything, but yeah, uh, it counts. It all counts. Whatever you go through is what made you the person you are. So is what made me the person who I am right. I would say that everything I've been through, my whole journey, it's been fulfilling in the terms that I've learned a lot.
That's great, ma'am. That's actually great. Such an inspiring story. Ma'am, can you please tell us some behind the scene or some memorable story with your friends and co-workers when you're working as an RJ in Radio Mirchi?
Okay, yeah. So yes, that time was okay. So I've been to, like, within Mirchi, I've been to places. I started. I joined Kanpur when I started with Mirchi. So I was a radio jockey in Kanpur first. I because all these people were there for like 4 5 years when I joined, already working with Mirchi, and they were into the system, and they were seniors, so to say, and I couldn't get along that well, and I wouldn't call that the like my time at Kanpur Mirchi the golden period of my life. But yeah, it was because these were experienced people. I used to get to learn a lot from these people. How that was the learning phase. Then I moved to Lucknow, like after for like 6 7 months only. I moved to Lucknow, and that's where I got to meet like my age people, my age RJs, and RJs जिन्होंने तुरंत join किया था. So we've been through all those starting का जो लगता है कि internship का period है. And yes, seniors एक्सप्लॉइट करते हैं आपको. आप पहले सिर्फ ओबी जॉक होते हो, बाहर जाते हो, वॉक्स पॉप लेकर आते हो, आपको वो होता है ना कि कब माइक पर बोलने को मिलेगा, कब माइक पर तो सब एक साथ उस एक्सपीरियंस को लिव कर रहे होते हैं. That's
Like, where's my turn? When my turn
मेरा
comes?
टर्न कब आएगा. So and and okay, so professional field में what happens that even though you guys are going together, but journey सबकी different होती है. You all used to, you all take different journey, different path, and that's how we become my kind of journey was different from what Pratik has. And that's why we are like totally different in nature and totally different in our approach to Mike. And um, we so people think कि लोग जाते हैं रेडियो पर 2 से 5 का शो है, 2 से 5 ही बजे जाते हैं, इनकी तो लाइफ बड़ी मस्त है यार, इन लोगों को तो कुछ करना ही नहीं होता है, 2 से 5 बोलकर चले आते हैं, what fun. So it's not like that. It's not at all like that. It's like if you're an afternoon job, which I was for the longest time, you go to office like a regular generic shift for like 10 till 6. So apart from your show, you have to do like a lot of things, like in a very technical term, like you rip other shows, you finalize your content, you work on whatever you want to speak. We just don't open the mic, switch on the mic, and just start blabbering. We don't do that, contrary to popular belief. We prepare our content, we discuss, we brainstorm, we meet, we chit chat. But yeah, it's not like a regular job. It's fun. Even if you're brainstorming, even if you are talking, it is a bunch of creative people who are talking, and some of them are funny. Like, not all RJs are funny, so some of them are funny. So it is always a very enriching, very enhancing, very very creative process you go through, and it helps you grow. So we used to. The best part was my best friend at radiomirchi was this marketing manager person, Tanya, and because, as you guys know, that I don't know if you guys know or not, but I love chai. I love it. Okay. So we used to sit there. There was this one special spot in the pantry where we just used to go and sit and savor our teas. And we used to have a lot of fun. Birthdays celebrate ho rahe hain. Even the meetings weren't like a very draggy, very boring meetings. No, it was never like that. We used to have a lot of fun. And I'm fingers crossed. I'm hoping to experience that fun, experience that experience again. Because work from home is as chill as I don't know, laid back as it may sound or is, but I would always prefer an office wala life.
Sitting in your home, like, you are such an adventurous person. You love to explore new things. So for that people, working, sitting in home and working online, it's become very difficult. So ma'am, as you said,
No, sorry, continue.
so ma'am, as you said that, ma'am, like you said that we have different paths, we have different goals. So ma'am, like in this field also, we have like in BGMC also studied in BGMC, and we are also BGMC students. So in this field, when a person is coming with a goal that yes, I'm going to be an anchor, I'm going to be an editor. तो मैम ये इतनी फील्ड डाइवर्जिंग है, इतनी डाइवर्जिंग फील्ड है कि कोई आता है कुछ करने और कर कुछ जाता है. लाइक इट्स जस्ट अ फन फैक्ट कि बीटेक स्टूडेंट्स जो हैं वो इंजीनियरिंग छोड़ करके बिजनेस कर रहे हैं. It's not a fun fact actually. So ma'am, what you advise you give to the youngsters that setting a goal, setting a particular goal, and just have a particular about this. Yes, I'm going to do this and this only.
See, I always believe there are two types of youngsters. One would be those kinds who are like financially independent. Okay, we want to keep this finance wala factor separate, but we can't. So there are people who are financially independent. They just want to go out in the world and learn things, and they don't have to worry about earning, so to say. But then there is this category of people, of youngsters, who unfortunately have this burden of earning money so that they can take care of their families and stuff. So the journey for these two categories would always be different, because the person who is financially independent, who doesn't have to earn, otherwise family mein bhooka reh jayega koi, they can be like chill, they can enjoy their jobs, they don't have the fear of losing their job. Okay, they have, it's unfortunate, very very unfortunate, but they have the liberty to choose their okay, I don't want to sit in this what do you guys call, मेरे को तो कभी वो experience ही नहीं हुआ जो selection होता है जब लोग आते हैं, हाँ selection process. तो selection वाले में कि I don't want to sit because I would like to become a photographer. Now they have the liberty to buy like best technology, best cameras, and they'll do good for themselves because they can be adventurous. But people who are like who have seen who come from a humble background, जिनके ऊपर ये बर्डन होता है कि नहीं कभी ना कभी जाकर we'll have to settle, कभी ना कभी जाकर we'll have to start earning, वो सिलेक्शन प्रोसेस में जाएंगे, एंड इफ दे आर गेटिंग अ जॉब जो उनके इंटरेस्ट से अलाइन नहीं कर रहा है बट स्टिल इट्स गिविंग देम मनी, दे विल टेक इट अप एंड थिंक कि आगे जाकर देख लेंगे अपनी लाइफ. So I would say this is my one advice from my experience, and my experience is different from any other person's experience. It is always different from person to person. So from my experience, don't stick to one goal. Go out, explore. Maybe you think you can be a good photographer and you want to be a photographer, or you want to be an actor. But when you go out and explore the editing wala section, editing wala field, or maybe you go out and try something very very different from what you wanted to become. A radio jockey, if you wanted to become a radio jockey, but then take up a copywriting job, thought, oh God, I write such good copies, and it will only happen if you go out and explore. So don't stick to a goal. Of course, keep a goal, but don't stick to it. Always have a plan and go out.
Of course, like we have 3 years of graduation. As much as possible, we have to explore new things. We have to come across new things so that we get updated from around our surrounding. Okay, this is the thing happening in our society.
So what happens with us youngsters? No, you youngster, you guys. What happens that we get influenced by others around. Okay, so oh Pratik, okay, for example, Naved, Murtala Naved. Oh, he is such a good radio jockey. He's such a good character. I want to become a radio. That's not how you do it. That's not how you do it. Because he is a good radio jockey, you want to become a radio jockey. That's how our brain works. Okay,
that's actually logical.
Yeah, that's very logical. But okay, that's a journey everybody takes. That's a part of a journey. So yeah, you get influenced. That is why choose a goal that you want to become a radio jockey. But on your journey to become a radio jockey, explore everything you can, and you'll be amazed what are all the things that you can do. So after when I was at Mirchi, I thought, okay, this is my comfort zone. I like 5 years I've given to this profession. I can just go and switch on the mic and talk about anything, even if I don't have anything to talk about. I can talk my mind. So I have that kind of not expertise but confidence. But then when I had to like switch, I wanted to try something new at this stage of my life. I was like, let's try any other, like, which is completely different from what I am doing right now, and let's explore. And I became a copywriter at jiosaavn. Right now I'm working at jiosaavn as a copywriter. I'm serving my notice period, of course, but that's when I realized that I can write good copies as well. And this is one thing that I'm taking from one thing that I'm taking from jiosaavn to my next job, and I will be a better person, which I was when I was with radiomirchi. So I'm taking all those experiences plus copywriting experience. I can think better, I can write better now, and that's what I believe. I'll be a better radio jockey. So yeah, whatever you go through through your journey of becoming whatever you want to become, you learn, and it always helps. No knowledge goes waste.
Ma'am, how much inspiring person you are. Like, I'm sitting here, I'm feeling very very motivated.
Really grateful. That's a very sweet thing to say.
So ma'am, like, No, many people think that being an RJ it's all about doing bug all the time.
Yeah.
So how is it difficult to stick to your topic and to speak on your topic?
Yeah. Okay. So people always think that RJing is about, radio jockeying is about how much can you talk. No, I always differ. I always say that it is about what can you talk about. People don't want to listen you blabbering. People want to know what do you think about a certain topic. What do you have to say about something that is bugging everybody around you, that is a topic of concern for everybody around you, and what do you put. Okay, so it's like that. एक कोई न्यूज है, रेडियो पर हम क्या सुनते हैं? रेडियो पर हम इंफॉर्मेशन तो सुनते हैं. मुर्गा is a different thing. Murga entertains us, of course, but even though if you listen to RJ Naved's show, हम लोग RJ Naved के साथ हम लोगों ने शो भी किया, उनके शो को सुनो तो he has to talk about what is happening around you guys. Okay, that's what radio do. If you switch on, if you tune in any random radio station, they'll always be talking about something informative. But जो प्राइवेट ब्रॉडकास्ट होते हैं, प्राइवेट रेडियो चैनल्स होते हैं, they don't have the right to broadcast anything. They don't have the right to break any news. So हम न्यूज ब्रेक नहीं कर सकते. अब हम क्या बात करेंगे? रैंडम कुछ बात थोड़ी ना करने लगेंगे. हम लोग क्या करते हैं कि हम लोग जो भी न्यूज होती है उस पे हम क्या सोचते हैं, व्हाट्स आवर टेक ऑन दैट पर्टिकुलर पीस ऑफ न्यूज, वो हम लोग बोलते हैं. बट दाल चावल इज लाइक न्यूज. न्यूज इज लाइक दाल चावल. सो दाल चावल सबकी प्लेट पे, ठीक है. आप किसी भी न्यूज चैनल पर भी वही न्यूज सुनेंगे, किसी भी, मतलब आज तो 50 न्यूज चैनल है, सब पे आप वही न्यूज सुन रहे हो. आप न्यूज़पेपर ओपन करोगे, अगले दिन आपको वही न्यूज मिलेगी. आप इंस्टाग्राम पे वही न्यूज देख रहे हो, आप ट्विटर पर वही न्यूज देख रहे हो. एवरीवेयर यू गो, अगर एक टॉपिक पर बात हो रही है, समथिंग इज ट्रेंडिंग, पीपल विल बी टॉकिंग अबाउट इट, राइट. रेडियो क्या कर रहा है? दाल चावल सबके पास है, रेडियो अचार. That's how I like to put it. Radio is achar. We add flavor to your simple dal chawal. We add spiciness. We add tanginess to your so that's what our job is. A radio jockey's job is different from any other broadcasting service wale people, in the sense that you'll have to give something extra. So you cannot be you cannot go on talking about same piece again and again and again. That's what bug is, right? कि एक चीज के बारे में बोलते हैं. नहीं, कितने कम वर्ड्स में आप कितनी अच्छी बात बोल सकते हो, that is what is important. So what you say is important, how much you say is not. Also लोगों को लगता है अरे ये आरजे बहुत बोलता है, ये आरजे बहुत बोलता है, ये आरजे बहुत बोलता है. हमारा एक वो है जो हमारी 1 घंटे की, ये भी बहुत टेक्निकल है, आई डोंट थिंक यू गाइज विल अंडरस्टैंड, बट हियर मी आउट. 1 घंटे का हमारा एक व्लॉग होता है जिसमें सब डिसाइडेड होता है कि ये सॉन्ग प्ले होना है, ये सॉन्ग प्ले होना है, ये सॉन्ग प्ले होता है. उसमें हमें सिर्फ गिन के 160 सेकेंड्स के अराउंड मिलता है, 40 सेकेंड्स पर. अगर हम 1 घंटे में 4 बार बोल रहे हैं ऑन एयर आकर माइक पर, तो we get only 40 seconds to talk, and 40 divided by 40 multiplied by 4. So my maths is weak, but 4 4s are 60, 160 seconds, right? 160 seconds, that's how much time we get to speak. That's it. उसके ऊपर चला जाता है तो हमें बहुत मगजमारी करनी पड़ती है. अच्छा ये सॉन्ग कट कर दो, ये हटा दो, वो हटा दो, और वो सारी चीजें करनी पड़ती है. So 160 सेकेंड. अब आप जस्ट इमेजिन कि उतने में हमको बात करनी है, और जो हमें बोलना है वो हमें बोल के जाना है. एंड एक बार आप एक लिंक में जो भी बोलेंगे वो आपको दूसरी लिंक में नहीं बोलेंगे, ये नहीं बोलेंगे. दो मेनी पीपल डू दैट कि अभी हम इस बारे में बात कर रहे थे, वापस लौटेंगे ब्रेक से तो इस बारे में और भी बात करेंगे, और until and unless it's an interview आप उसको कंटिन्यू रख सकते हैं. अदरवाइज हम लोग एक लिंक में 40 सेकेंड्स के लिंक में खत्म कर देते हैं, 1 मिनट भी नहीं में मिलता है. So that's how it is. I mean, that's the rule. People, of course, break the rule and talk more than is expected from them.
It is like there's always deadline. There's always deadline.
Yeah, there is always. और दिवाली के टाइम
Sir,
पर,
how much?
दिवाली
Yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am.
फेस्टिवल के टाइम पर व्हेन लाइक जिन एड से आप लोग नफरत करते हो ना, देयर आर लाइक लॉट्स एंड लॉट्स ऑफ एड्स. सो दिवाली के टाइम पर तो इट हैपेंस कि हमें गाने हटाने पड़ते हैं, सिर्फ एड्स ही रहते हैं. इतने क्लाइंट्स आते हैं हमारे पास. बट व्हाट कैन वी डू? क्लाइंट्स आर द पीपल हु आर पेइंग अस फॉर द for our salaries and for that matter for the songs as well. जो songs आप सुनते हो रेडियो पर, उसकी पे हमें रॉयल्टी पे करनी होती है. So we need money for everything. So हमारे लिए ना जितने क्लाइंट आए उतना अच्छा है.
Yes, ma'am. So, and how much important is scripting of the show?
It is very important. Like I said, आपको एक न्यूज आपको 40 सेकेंड्स में देना है, 1 मिनट के अंदर देना है. तो अगर आपने स्क्रिप्टिंग नहीं की है और आपने माइक ऑन करके बोलना स्टार्ट कर दिया, पता चला कि आप अपनी बात तक पहुंच भी नहीं पाए हो, आप उस न्यूज तक ही नहीं पहुंच पाए हो, आप भूमिका सजाते रहे हो और टाइम खत्म हो गया. What will you do? So that is why scripting is very, very necessary. Knowing what are the things, what are the topics you're going to talk about is very, very necessary. Very, very necessary, in fact. Okay, so think of it like this. Have you guys ever been to a radio station, a radio studio?
No, ma'am, not now.
What happens? Console होता है और हमारा इंटरनेट और हमारा सॉफ्टवेयर होता है. There is always a software जिस पर we work. Okay, so हार्डवेयर यानी कि कंसोल जिसमें मिक्सर विक्सर होता है, वो देखा होगा मूवीज में, वो ऊपर करते हैं फेडर, नीचे करते हैं फेडर, और नॉब्स घुमाते हैं, माइक ऑन होता है. वो तीन झाम जो पूरा होता है वो हमारे सामने रखा है. ओके, एंड फिर हमारे सामने सॉफ्टवेयर होता है जिसमें पूरा लॉग बना हुआ है, एंड उस पर वी हैव टू लाइक मैनेज द लॉग, वी हैव टू नेक्स्ट टू प्ले, वी हैव स्टॉप इट और प्ले इट. ये सारी चीजें सॉफ्टवेयर देखना है, हार्डवेयर देखना है. नाउ थिंक ऑफ अ पर्सन हु इज नॉट दैट adept, not that techno savvy, जिसको टेक्नोलॉजी का इतना नॉलेज नहीं. Think of a person like that who's become a radio jockey.
Very difficult, become very difficult.
It is very difficult. So console है, software है, there are like plethora of things that is going on there. Now, if you don't have your content ready, if you don't have your script ready, you will be lost.
Exactly.
At least माइक ऑन नहीं हुआ या माइक ऑन होकर अंडरले नहीं चला, कुछ हो गया, गड़बड़ हो गया, एटलीस्ट यू आर क्लियर कि आपको बोलना कितना है. हियर इज योर स्क्रिप्ट, दैट्स व्हाट यू हैव टू से. बोलो और निकलो. सो स्क्रिप्ट इज वेरी, वेरी नेसेसरी.
And also many people think that voice is something very important in RJ field. So what's the truth in this statement? Is this actually true?
Half true, half like not, but in the sense that it is secondary, it's not the primary thing. You have a very, very, very beautiful voice. People who have a beautiful, that like, okay, if you're going to do a voiceover, if you want to become a voiceover artist, your voice quality, voice texture is very important, very important. That's, I think, the primary thing, and your enunciation and everything. Now, for a radio jockey, modulation, if we talk about voice and voice, things related to voice, modulation, how do you modulate your voice? Like, वो जा रहा था और उसने वहां पर देखा कि ऐसा हो गया है, तो फिर उसने कहा कि हम जाएंगे. This is like very flat. Okay. Now, a radio jockey has that modulation. अभी आपकी वॉइस बड़ी अच्छी है, बहुत अच्छी है, हाँ, लेकिन वो जा रहा था और उसने वहां पर ऐसे देखा कि क्या हो गया है, और फिर उसको समझ में नहीं आया कि उसको क्या करना है. Now, if you modulate this same thing, वो वहां पर जा रहा था और उसको खुद समझ में नहीं आ रहा था कि उसको करना क्या है, और तभी उसको समझ में आया कि वो ऐसा कर सकता है, और तब उसे so because कोई आपको देख नहीं रहा, ठीक है, आपका फेस क्या है, आप कैसे दिख रहे हो, उससे कोई मतलब नहीं है. माइक पर आप कैसे बोल रहे हो, उससे किसी के दिमाग में एक पिक्चर बन गई है. तो आपको मॉड्यूलेशन आना चाहिए, मॉड्यूलेशन आना चाहिए. नाउ मैं कहती हूँ मॉड्यूलेशन इज समथिंग यू कैन लर्न. वॉइस इज योर लाइक इनेट थिंग, एंड हम लोग बात करते करते करते, this was not my voice 5 years ago. 5 years ago, my voice was completely different. I sounded completely different. So the more you talk, the more you hone your skills, the more you work on your voice, it changes. Same with modulation. You can always learn how to modulate. Diction, pronunciation, your enunciation has to be very clear. Because भाई टाइम कम है आपके पास, आपको उसी में कंप्लीट करना. So yes, voice is important. Like you don't want to, you just tuned in and you are listening to this. Hello, how are you? कैसे हैं? I'm just saying, like, I shouldn't be saying like this, but you don't want to listen to this. So people can always work on their voice. Okay, that can always. That's something that you can change. That's something that not change, improve. So, of course, voice is important, but it's secondary. So, your content is king, and when it comes to voice-related things, of course, modulation and diction has to be very, very clear.
So, ma'am, according to you, what are the 3 major qualities an RJ should possess?
I, first of all, I as in not the I, of course, everybody has that. But the thing is, I for that one, आप न्यूज़पेपर खोलो, आपको 50 कंटेंट मिल जाएगा. 50 में कम बोल, आपको 50 कंटेंट मिल जाएगा. बट उसमें से कौन सा ऐसा कंटेंट है which can affect, entertain and at the same time impact our audience, our listeners, वो बहुत important है. कौन सी आपको न्यूज़ लेनी है? ना रैंडम यहाँ पर चल रहा है कि सब्जी के दाम बढ़ गए हैं, because radio is a local medium. रेडियो is always going to be a local medium. इसी वजह से दिल्ली का रेडियो स्टेशन अलग है, लखनऊ का रेडियो स्टेशन अलग है, वाराणसी का रेडियो स्टेशन अलग है, because it's a local medium. So यहाँ पर चल रहा है कि भाई वो बढ़ गया है, इन्फ्लेशन बढ़ गया है, सब्जी के दाम बहुत बढ़ रहे हैं, अब लोगों को हालत खराब हो गई है, उनके पास टमाटर नहीं है, प्याज नहीं है, घर में खाना नहीं बन रहा है. बट यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट कि प्रियंका चोपड़ा ने सरोगेसी से उनको बेबी हो गया है. सो दैट using your brain to differentiate between what can impact and entertain my listeners at the same time, that is very important. Also, content, of course, you should know कि कहते हैं गागर में सागर भरना, कैसे आप सस्टेन रख सकते हो अपनी बात को, कैसे आप कम बातों में सब कुछ बोल सकते हो. Your listener is not like I always used to do this, कि मैं एक ही बात को ना 2 बार रिपीट करती थी कि पता नहीं उनको समझ में आया नहीं समझ पाया, मैंने जो बोला है वो उनको समझ में आया नहीं आया, क्योंकि एक ही बार बोलना है, उसके बाद बोलकर निकल जाना है, लाइव है, क्या करेंगे. मेरे जो लिसनर्स हैं उनको समझ में आ रहा है या नहीं आ रहा. तो I used to repeat my words, and then I realized, I mean, seniors, of course, learn whatever you can learn from people, and that's what I did. So people used to tell me कि वो listener तुम्हारा बेवकूफ नहीं है, उसने देखी है तुम एक बार बताओगे उसको समझ में आएगा, और जिनको नहीं समझ में आ रहा है वो ध्यान नहीं दे रहा, तो वो तुम्हारे listeners नहीं है. So आप एक बार बोलो, वो समझेंगे, तो उसी में आपकी बातें कई सारी छट जाती है, कम हो जाती है. So you'll have to keep it very concise, very succinct, to the point. एक तो ये हमें brevity वाला जो एक स्किल है वो सीखना होता है, कम से कम बातों में कितना हम बोल सकते हैं वो बोलना चाहिए. दूसरी चीज मुझे लगता है कि जो अभी मिस कर दिया हम लोगों ने, वो ये है कि हम एक अपना वो नहीं डिसाइड कर पाते हैं कि हमारा जॉनरा क्या है. लाइक पीपल वांट टू आरजे है तो फनी होना बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है. नहीं, हैव यू गाइस नॉट हर्ड साइमा? साइमा isn't funny. साइमा talks beautifully about beautiful things जो हम मिस कर देते हैं. That's what the power of a radio jockey is. So you don't have to be entertaining, you don't have to be funny, but आपका एक जॉनरा जरूर होना चाहिए कि आप क्या बनना चाहते हैं. आप सब कुछ एक टाइम पे बनोगे ना तो आप कुछ नहीं रहते. दो वही है कि जैक ऑफ ऑल ट्रेड्स मास्टर ऑफ नन, बट is still better than what was that saying? Is still better than master of none. ठीक है, आप बहुत सारी चीजें सीख रहे हो, लेकिन किसी एक को मास्टर होना चाहिए आपको. लाइक ओके, एंटरटेनमेंट आपने उठाया, बॉलीवुड न्यूज अगर आपने उठाई है तो आपको उसकी नॉलेज होनी चाहिए. मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि आर्टिस्ट वेल रेड और वेल इन्फॉर्म्ड होना चाहिए.
Obviously, like half knowledge is always dangerous.
Yes, exactly.
So, ma'am, you work with so many famous RJs like RJ Naveed and many more. So, what advice you learn from them, and how it be helpful in your career, and what advice you wanted to give to youngsters? Like, obviously, you work with so many famous RJs.
Okay, so you always keep learning. Every time I go, I enter the studio when maybe Naveed is talking, or Ronak is talking, or Saima is talking, or Roshi is talking for that matter. Every time I enter the studio, I get to learn something new and something very, very different from these different people. They have different personalities, and that's what amazes me. Like, and I have this tendency, I think every RJ has this tendency, अगर आप किसी के साथ ज्यादा टाइम स्पेंड करते हैं तो आपकी RJing चेंज हो जाती है, आप उनकी तरह बात करें. Like if I go and spend some time with Saima, I'll start talking like Saima. If I go and spend some time with Roshi, I'll start talking like Roshi. So of course, like सबसे मुझे कुछ ना कुछ एडवाइस मिलती रही है जिसको मैं इम्प्लीमेंट करती रही हूँ. लाइक आई रिमेम्बर आरजे अरिजीत से मुझे बोला था, जो मैं हमेशा याद रखती हूँ, कि जैसे आजकल हम इंस्टाग्राम पर भी देख रहे हैं ना, हर एक टाइप का कंटेंट है वहां पर, एंड देयर इज एन ऑडियंस फॉर एवरी टाइप ऑफ कंटेंट देयर इज. सो आरजे अरिजीत ने बोला था कि ये है मेरी न्यूज और ये है मेरा टेक, डू यू लाइक इट? अरिजीत ने बोला, मैंने उनसे पूछा था, तो अरिजीत ने बोला, डू यू लाइक इट? मैंने कहा, ऑफ कोर्स, बिकॉज़ इट इज माय टेक, ऑफ कोर्स आई लाइक इट. So he said, if you like it, there are going to be some people जो तुम्हें तुम्हारा टेक पसंद करेंगे. So it has to be something that you like, so that तुम उसको convincingly बोल सको. अब मैं तुमको बता दूं कि नहीं यार ये टेक नहीं अच्छा है, मेरा टेक ये होता, तुम उसको उतनी convincingly बोल पाओगी? I don't think. But because this is what you thought about this news, that this was your take. Like, okay, for example, रियलिटी शोज के बारे में अगर बात करें, अब मैंने कह दिया नहीं, रियलिटी शोज होने चाहिए बिकॉज इट इज एंटरटेनिंग. किसी ने बोल दिया, इट्स जस्ट अ रैंडम एग्जांपल, आई एम नॉट इन फेवर और अगेंस्ट एनी रियलिटी शो. और दूसरे बंदे ने कहा, जिससे मैं एडवाइस लेने गई, कि भाई देखो मेरा टेक है कि रियलिटी शोज होने चाहिए, सही है या नहीं सही है? उसे कहते नहीं यार रियलिटी शोज नहीं होने चाहिए. अब मैं इन्फ्लुएंस होकर बोल दूं कि रियलिटी शोज नहीं होने चाहिए. किसी ने पूछा क्यों नहीं होना चाहिए, मुझे तो पता ही नहीं ना, ये तो थॉट किसी और का. या आई गॉट इन्फ्लुएंस्ड. सो वही, अगर आपको पसंद आ रहा है जो आप बोलने जा रहे हो, उसको बोलो, लेकिन उसके बारे में आपको सारी नॉलेज होना चाहिए टू बैक इट अप, बैक योर टेक अप ऐसे. एंड दूसरी एडवाइस जो मुझे मिली थी ये थी कि देयर इज अ रीजन दैट यू आर हियर बिहाइंड द माइक.
Exactly.
There is a reason you're here, and I was very low on confidence. But I'm not a good radio jockey. Whatever I'm saying, it doesn't make any sense to people. I don't know. Nobody is responding. I'm not getting any call. It's a phase. Every radio jockey goes through. So somebody told me that there is a reason that you're here. Respect that reason and live it. So wherever you are, there is a reason for that.
Exactly, ma'am. So, ma'am, like we seen you like from RJ Trapti to naughty Noorjahan. So, in different character. So, ma'am, how you wanna to be look in your upcoming dream character? What you want to, where you want to see you as a dream character?
So that's what I find very interesting about my life, about a radio jockey's life, is that we can be anything. We can be anything. Okay, so I remember जब Doctors Day होता था, International Doctors Day, and I used to be like, अरे भैया हमें भी बोलो ना, हमें भी कॉल करके विश कीजिए, क्योंकि हम भी तो डॉक्टर हैं ना, हम भी आपके लिए म्यूजिक प्ले करते हैं, आपके दिमाग के डॉक्टर हैं, हम आपको खुश रखते हैं. इंजीनियर्स डे होता था तो हम भी बड़े जुगाड़ू हैं, क्योंकि हम इससे जुगाड़ निकाल लेते थे. तो आई कैन बी anything and everything when I'm there inside the studio, right in front of the mic, and I can be anything. So that's how I want to maintain it. I don't want to. मुझे ऐसा लगता है मेरा exploration वाला एज अभी भी चल रहा है. I want to explore more. I want to know what are my limits, and and if there is any limit, so I want to explore a bit.
Ma'am, that's a very important thing, that you should be very curious to learn new things.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and many students actually think that, only mass communication students can enter in this field. So, is this true or just a myth?
So, I know one of my very, very close friends, इसी field में, radio jockey में, he was a practicing doctor. Like practicing doctor, doing absolutely well, earning a lot of money. You know how doctors earn. So earning a lot of money, and still he left his practice, and he is one of the most famous radio jockey in his city, Rajkot, RJ Akash. He was a practicing doctor, homeopathic, and he's right now the most he's one awesome radio jockey I've ever seen, and he's very, very famous. So field doesn't matter, talent does.
Exactly. There's no limit about this. Exactly. So now the last question is from our side, that what one advice you want to give to all the viewers and to all the listeners who are going to watch this interview session?
I don't know, yaar. I mean, I'm one of those दादी टाइप, नानी टाइप पर्सन जिसके पास एडवाइस का ऐसा पिटारा रखा हुआ है. हाँ, ये वाली एडवाइस अच्छा, ये लो. So I give like too many advices, and that's something I think I should change. So I think the theme of my today's talk was exploration, which I think is very, very, very necessary. A person, to be very honest, we have the liberty, we have now like internet, we are very fortunate beings, we can explore whatever, be curious like you said, and if you are curious, you'll explore things. You'll explore. You would want to know about anything and everything. So be curious, explore things, and there will be. If you want to enter this field, I think you guys all are mass communication and journalism students. So you would like someday would want to enter a field जिसमें entertainment है या फिर broadcast है या जो भी है. Not sticking to a goal would be very beneficial for you, but because that will open you to so many things out there, and which is very necessary for you to learn, for you to improve yourself. So go out in the world, explore, learn. अभी आज जो पॉडकास्ट रिकॉर्डिंग जिसकी वजह से ये डिलेड हो गया, उसमें दो बड़े ही अच्छे वर्ड्स मैंने सीखे. एक है परछिद्रान्वेषण एंड परछन्ना. आई एम फॉरगेटिंग दैट वर्ड, जिसका मैं मतलब बता देती हूँ. परछिद्रान्वेषण मतलब होता है कि हम सब में कमी निकाल कर देखते हैं. और दूसरा होता है कि जिसमें जो अच्छे आचरण है, दूसरे में जो अच्छे आचरण है उनको हम ले लें. सो पहला वाला जो है वो हमको कम करना है, क्योंकि एक इंसान ना पूरी तरीके से अच्छा हो सकता है, ना पूरी अच्छे तरीके से बहुत बुरा हो सकता है.
नो वन इज परफेक्ट.
ठीक है, नो वन इज परफेक्ट. एक ही इंसान में अच्छाइयां भी हैं, बुराइयां भी हैं. ये आपको डिसाइड करना है कि आपको क्या लेना है. और आज मैं तो आज से पहले बहुत ही जजमेंटल आंटी टाइप हूँ, मैं तो सब में कमियां निकालती हूँ, अरे देखो उसको कैसे बैकलॉग ब्लाउज पहन के डांस कर रही है, तो उस टाइप की, मतलब मुझे बुराइयां ऐसा निकालने में, जब आप एंटरटेनमेंट इंडस्ट्री में होते हैं ना, आपको हर एक चीज ऑब्जर्व करनी होती है, तो बुराइयां बहुत फनी होती है, आप दूसरों की गलतियां, दूसरों की मिस्टेक्स, दूसरों की कमियां, उसी पर तो सारे कॉमेडियन आजकल अपनी स्क्रिप्ट लिख डालते हैं यार, तो वो बहुत फनी होता है। लेकिन अगर आप किसी से अच्छा लेकर उसको इम्बाइब कर सकते हो, दैट्स वेरी वेरी ब्यूटीफुल एंड दैट्स वेरी नेसेसरी फॉर अस। सो या, दूसरों की अच्छाइयां इम्बाइब करो, बुराइयां इग्नोर, लिव योर लाइफ।
Okay, like in word we can say that inhale achaiyan and exhale buraiyan. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much once again that you give your precious time from your busy and hectic schedule. Thank you so much, ma'am.
That is all mine.
It was such a wonderful session, and it's our first show, as you know this, and it's such a blessing for us actually that we have started this show with you. And yeah, I'm pretty sure, I'm damn sure actually that we are going to rock in just 3 months, inshallah.
Like okay, so thanks for having me first of all, and like I wish you all very very best, and you guys are doing like super. Okay, हमारे टाइम पे इतना सब नहीं था यार, हम लोग बड़े पिछड़े टाइप के बोलती हूँ अपने आप को, but yeah, you guys have the opportunity, everybody has, all people your age has this opportunity, has this medium to use the opportunity, but only very few people are doing it, are like actually trying it. So hats off, kudos, first step आप लोगों ने already step up कर दिया है, आगे आप बढ़ते जाओगे.
Thank you so much, Ram. Thank you so much.